Dog Stream or something? Is it still in existence? Or since I've been kicked out for a while, did it get destroyed? Uh-oh. Chat channel's not working? Oh, there it is. Dog Stream. Okay, it's still in existence. I guess not everybody got kicked out. Maybe that's what happens. As long as a few people stay in, we're okay. All right, Buffalo 3324. Happy March 3rd, everybody. All right, and then we want dried krill, and we want buffalo, no, mussel 3, mussel 6, and mussel 8. You know, I'm actually, okay, we need to make a couple of these, by the way. I'm actually thinking about not doing the big size PVA because we're also going to spot a little bit. So I don't know. You might think this is a mistake, and I might agree with you, but we're going to try it. Because I'm in a spot. I mean, I think the thing I'm a little bit aware of is we don't want to overfeed. So I'm only going to spot once. There it is. All right, now we need to go back. Actually, let's wait. Let's wait just a little bit longer because we're about to get stuff spotted. So even though there's not PVA on those other ones, we'll wait just a little bit. All right, where's my spot rod? Is it at the bottom? There's the marker. Oh, there's the spot. It's on 7. Interesting. All right, and we want to do the buffalo. Oh, shoot. I don't remember. Do I want to do the spod rocket or the spam rocket? Shoot, I don't remember. There's a difference, right? Does it have to do with particle size? I would say this is small particle. Stardog said, yeah, we're all there. I have 150 lamprey baits at Yama. Oh, steelhead, that's rough. All right, let me look and see. Actually, I should be able to tell on people's setups what they're using. So they're using spam. I thought spam was for big, but I'm really not sure. I don't remember. There's where was that? I don't know. We'll just do it. What's the worst that can happen? But there was a like dev diary or something that talked about this. Hold on. I don't know how far this is going to cast. How about this Sputnik Pro 6000? Gotta love it. Let's make sure we're going to get the full. Okay. There we go. All right, cool. First bite is without PVA. Ooh. Got a little pull to it. All right, so if y'all are fishing here, are you using PVA? The last 2 posts about this spot on VK shows no PVA, just spot. Ooh, that's a nice sign. Oh, I forgot to put PVA on again. Yeah, let's add PVA. Nah, we want buffalo. You have 2 trophies using it there? Okay, cool. Thank you. Cool. All right, all 3 rods have caught fish after this middle one, as long as it gets the fish in. There's another big head. Hey, it's a buffalo. Gotta love it. I probably won't do this, but I could see like taking the PVA off during the middle of the day when you're not going to get any buffalo bites anyway. I don't know. Wanted to test buffalo, but I heard Boom emptied the pond. I hope not. Hopefully there's a few more left. Yo, what's up, Mutt? Oh, that's awesome. So you had a good experience here as well. That's great. We'll see how it is today. Bought the Turion 30,000 reel, put on UTI. It's a sturgeon killer. Oh, that's cool, steelhead. Wow, that's a lot of power. Well, so far the bite rate's been incredible. We'll see if it keeps up, but Ooh, Outlaw Shambles. What was that? Trophy linear carp. Very nice. What's up, Cassavir? All right, sounds good. Oh, wow. I was looking at that first line like it looked like something was about to pull it. You know what? I should put blinkers on these so y'all don't have to hear the bells. I'll do that as we catch fish. I'll switch them over. That is a good sign, by the way, that we're still catching buffalo at 1:50 in the afternoon. Oh, I forgot. Dadgummit. Alright. I'm not gonna forget this one. You gotta remember this one, Ivan.
This for granted. Doubt is a fierce.
Alright, we're gonna remember the second one. 2 down, 1 to go. Actually, in the middle of the day, we've still been catching buffalo. It's the big head that we're not catching in the middle of the day. It's kind of interesting. It's not what I was expecting. Once again, it just seems like the bite rate here is really good. This has got to be a big head though, right? It is 4 in the afternoon. There's no way we're trophying, or not a trophy, but hitting like a 10-kilo buffalo in the middle of the day. Could be grass carp, could be buffalo. Oh, wow, it is a buffalo. It's not quite as big as I thought. 7.5 kilos. Still very nice. I think that's our biggest one yet. Yeah, it's biggest buffalo yet. It's another buffalo. So let's look at the time. I don't know why, but the first rod is the only one not catching fish right now. So if you look at this for the last 13 minutes, 100% buffalo. But I think when we get to like morning and evening, we'll have big heads mixed in. Are grass carp also going to be mixed in? Let's see what the spot looks like. No, but wild carp, yeah, wild carp, grass carp are definitely bycatch. Mostly buffalo and big head. That's what it's looking like to me. This is definitely a buffalo farm. Yo, Drek. It's going pretty good, yeah. Just haven't been able to fish this past week, really. At least not much, so nice to get a little time. But I've been hearing that this buffalo spot's been pretty decent, so this is one of the things I wanted to come try. And so far it has not disappointed, at least with the bite rate. The bite rate's been really good. And we have finally remembered to switch all 3 setups to blinkers, so everyone doesn't have to listen to the bells. What about you all? Have you been getting some good fishing in? I know it's been tough at times over these last couple weeks with the server problems. But it seems like there's been some time in there where overall things have still been okay. Oh, medium setup. So like what are you considering medium setup? I love that that you're playing around with that. I actually was thinking about making some more videos kind of focused on like different levels of leveled setups and you know, going out and using them on some of the fishing hot spots and just kind of seeing how it goes, so that somebody that's just getting to Norway could see what different setups are, how they're performing. Pilker of 300 with squids. Okay, yeah. That's cool. I actually what I was thinking about doing most recently, like earlier today when I was looking at stuff, was doing the 300 Pilker with handmade foam. and just kind of trying that out. But I don't know. It'd be fun to experiment with some stuff like that, though. I think that's cool. What size equipment are you using? Oh, somebody just had a KC. Yo, Trophy Kessler's herring. That's something you don't see every day. That is pretty cool. Float fishing, I'm guessing. That is really cool. Oh, man. We need to eat some carrots. All right, trophy incoming. What is VB Audio's voice meter? Does anybody know that? I have been streaming, making YouTube videos for, I don't know. I should look that up, actually. It's got to be 10 years now, right? Maybe way more than that. Let's see. Let me look at my content real quick. Because I started YouTube right before I started streaming. But let's see. If I click on date. Yeah, okay. First one, July 21st, 2013. How did I not celebrate my 10-year anniversary on YouTube? It was like just over a year ago. We've actually got 11-year anniversary coming up soon. So anyway, I've been streaming and making videos for over 10 years now. And here I am wanting to do like a couple of tutorial videos, like explaining rules and I don't know, whatever, on some board games. And you would, I feel like a complete noob. Like, I cannot figure out how, whether it's to use my iPhone or just like another webcam and a laptop or what, I cannot figure out how to, like, at least I haven't tried to physically do it, but just even in my head to figure out how the setup would work. I don't know, like, I'm just about, I mean, it drives me crazy because I'm like, I should be able to figure this out, but I can't. So far. Okay, Stardog says. When your wife is listening to your stream and you don't realize it. Streamers use it to split music audio from streams. Okay, I mean, I stumbled into it because I was trying to figure out, somebody was suggesting with like, if you're trying to make board game content and like just using like your iPhone, laptop, I think OBS still, but for some reason they were saying to use audio voice meter. Oh, banana voice meter, is that the free version, by the way? Is that why you said that? Or is that the same thing? It looks like the same thing. Oh, it's the same company, but it's slightly different. I don't understand the difference, but that's okay. I don't need to understand the difference. I don't actually know what that is. I use it to use it. Oh, you used to use it briefly. I got you. I got you. So PC. So they're recommending using a PC and 2 webcams. And in that VB audio program. I use my phone to record the players and a tripod on the side of the table with a Canon video camera to record the board. Yeah, I don't have a Canon video camera. I mean, yeah, shooting straight down would be nice. But I'm not trying to, like, overhead camera rig. Like, that's way too deep. I'm not trying to do all that. I don't know. Maybe I just need to let go of this little dream I have. It creates virtual audio tracks. It creates virtual audio tracks on Windows so you can separate audio on recordings and streams. Do I need to separate it? Why can't it just all be recorded together or streamed together? Again, I'm such a noob with this stuff. Which board games are you going to do? Sounds fun. Well, I mean, I occasionally over the years I've talked about this on the channel, I think, but I play, well, first of all, I have interest in and play a wide range of board games. I mean, just yesterday, my wife and I played a cooperative board game called The Loop. I played a Automa, which is a sort of a solo, like an opponent. It simulates having an opponent. Game called Endless Winter. We played a little 2-player trick-taking game called Jekyll versus Hyde. We played a word-based game cooperative called Illiterati. Let me think if I'm missing anything. I learned and played a few rounds of a Stegmaier game called Red Rising. I think that's what we played yesterday. So we just spent the day at this place and just literally played board games. Probably not unless you're afraid of copyright material, so I'm going on to you. No. There's no fear about that. No fear. No need to worry about that. It would just be me talking. The trick with this is, and this is where it gets like difficult for me to figure out, I need a good angle. Even if I'm using my iPhone, sorry, I know this is like in the weeds. Here you are tuning in to watch Russian Fishing 4. At least I said in the weeds. That sounds relevant, but it's not. Anyway, I need a good angle down to the table to see what's happening on these like fairly complex, heavy board games that like take up a lot of table room. And I probably, at least ideally, need a second camera with a view more straight on recording my face so that I can occasionally switch to that one while I'm just talking, or maybe like even in the introduction and the conclusion, and then the middle part of the videos would just be looking down at the actual components of the board game while I explain the rules or do a Automa playthrough or whatever. I don't know. It's just something I would love to be able to do, but it feels like the barrier to entry right now is so overwhelming to me. Oh, you like Gwent? Yeah, Gwent's a fun card game. Actually, when I was playing through that game, I got so distracted by just wanting to play Gwent. But then when I actually tried to play Gwent in the standalone, it wasn't as interesting to me. But playing it inside of The Witcher was awesome. So, you know, first world problems. Ooh, it's a little buffalo. 6.5 kilo. I thought this middle line might have had something on there, but I think it's just, you know, not pulled tight. Let's see. Sarcosent says a 360 camera dangling from the ceiling would probably work, but I honestly don't know how much effort it would take to edit it. Also, the price. I know. Yeah, I mean, the frustrating thing is, like, with this iPhone, you know, you have the capability of pretty amazing quality video. It's just figuring out how to connect that to the PC. And I do think that having really high quality audio is an important, like, it's just not going to be helpful if the audio is annoyingly bad. So figuring out both the audio and how to incorporate that amazing camera I have on this iPhone would at least be a starting point where I could feel like, you know, getting some things out there and then kind of going from there. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm not trying to set up. I mean, I'm not trying to set up like the perfect, you know, ceiling mounted shot to fully get I mean, the channels that do that, I feel like, are channels that are already like super successful and can justify that. This would just be more like something fun to talk about my other passion. Oh, I never saw Drake. Okay, so you said for the medium setup, you're using the Nordmaster 700 gram test and the Taiga LTD 40. So that's it. The Taiga LTD 40 is actually something you can run at a really heavy, like that's not a, let me double check that that's the one I'm thinking of, but you can actually get a lot of strength on that, right? Which, I mean, at Norway, it's safe to do it that way because you never know what you're going to hook into. But sometimes I like to play around with smaller setups. All right, let me find conventional. All right, Taiga 42S. Is that what we're talking about? So, yeah, that's a 43,000 silver reel that has a mech weight of 274 kilos. So I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, that might be the cheapest reel that you can confidently overload, kind of max out. I guess technically the California 40, but there's some reasons why that one's not as, I mean, it's almost the same price. I would say it's worth it to save a little more. $274. I mean, you have these 205s. Like if you wanted the Taiga 20 or the Tonger 30, you can still overload those pretty high, but again, it's close enough in price. I don't know why you wouldn't just save for the Taiga 40 at that point. And nothing else gets close. I think that's just that's the entry point, right? Mutt says, I got my big setup for C yesterday and I got Taiga LTD as well. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah, I mean, I guess the question, Drake, if you're still able to type right now, is are you what size line? Like, are you maxing that out? Are you overloading it, or not overloading, but you're running it full strength? That thing has a max drag of 24. But if you're willing to use the mech weight, you can get a little more than that, I guess. But big spool, not the biggest, but big, plenty big. And it's a very affordable. I mean, the cost per kg is pretty low for that size reel. What you want to look at is the cost per mech weight. That's where that reel really shines, I would say. Oh, yeah, I need to hire, like, I need to think about, do I know anyone that I could just, like, bribe to come over and help me problem solve and set it up. Hey, there's our first wild carp. I knew wild carp and grass carp could be a bycatch here, but that's the first wild carp we've seen, and we still haven't seen a grass carp. You got a Buffalo trophy? Nice. All right, so do we go Norway after? I mean, I think we want to stay here for the morning just to see if we can get the Buffalo trophy, but mid-morning or whatever, maybe we go Norway just for fun. Let's see what spots we might want to do. 34 has been active. I still don't think I have the blue whiting. As much as I hate to go like target blue whiting, it does look like somebody did catch blue whiting trophy and other really good size blue whiting in this one spot. How long ago was this video though? Oh, it was just yesterday. Not video, the spot on VK. Is Norway a little slow right now? Or are people just not posting a ton of info? All right, this person made a ton of silver at 55, but they also fished there, it looked like, for at least 3 hours. Ooh, trophy common, nice. I mean, the other thing, yo, what's up, Matt? Thank you. I hope you're doing well too. The other thing we could do is amber. I'm just a little worried, like, I don't want to go sit at amber, even if the trophies are nice. I don't want to go sit there if it's a slow bite rate. Let me pull up an amber to see what like different posts are looking like. I wouldn't mind Norway, but if we do Norway, we might just do 55. It looked like 55 at least had the potential of giving some interesting fish. A lot of people are trolling at 80. Just catching big stuff, I guess. I do like, I mean, it is interesting that the rare, like the red mirror was caught at 83 at the far right of the map. 83, 169, 83. Sorry, not 83, 169, 83. But when I look at that, they call it Trophy Commons, that rare mirror. It looks like they sat there for like 5 hours. I mean, maybe longer. Like that might be a really slow bite rate. All right, here's somebody else at that spot, and they've got theirs in chronological time. So they are catching on average 6 about 9 fish an hour. That is really slow. Now you could probably increase the bite rate. I mean, they're using pretty big baits trying to hit these trophies. Oh man, somebody caught a trophy ghost carp out there too. But again, oh no. This one was at 83, 145. How is this bite rate? It's about the same. About 8 fish an hour. It's about 8 fish an hour. Next setup for Norway after the Regal. Yeah, I mean, I think, well, as always, it depends on how willing are you to save. Are you willing to save for a long time? Yo, thanks for the follows. We've got JTK and Freestyle. Appreciate the follows. Welcome. Oh, and we have a raid going on. Daggum, Trophy Hunter. And 70 of your friends? Holy cow. Hello. All these first-time chatters. Welcome to the stream. Hope you had a good stream, Trophy Hunter. What did you do today? Other than entertain a ton of people, it looks like. So we do have the 83, 145, of course. It does look like some good fish are coming out there. But again, bite rate. Unless we're willing to go a little smaller boilies on some. This person was using 22s and 20. I mean, that's just going to be slow right now, I think. There's no way around it. Okay, I can't keep up with the follows. Hello to you all. You did raid me. What's up, Marcel? Buffaloes are good, Trophy Hunter. I mean, I'm sure you've got plenty of trophy buffaloes in your back pocket, but if you want a few more, it's a good time. Oh, you did a comp. Nice. Who was the winner? Rannick says, can confirm 83, 145 on 2220 is slow. Yeah, I bet. Don't go nervous. Yo, I have had one time. No. There's been 2 times that I've been petrified nervous while streaming. The first time was I played a free-to-play MMO and streamed it, and I was the only one streaming it, and the developer announced in the in-game world chat, come support this guy's stream. He's actually streaming our game. And I was used to streaming like, you know, whatever, Lotro for 20 people. And all of a sudden there were a lot of people in my Twitch chat. And I got so anxious, so nervous. The second time it happened, which was even worse, was I was streaming Path of Exile. And, okay, who's the famous Path of Exile streamer? I mean, there's might be multiples, but this one guy, most well-known, let me see if I get it here. Well-known PoE streamer. Mathil. Mathil. Mathil1. Y'all know Mathil1? So Mathil1 does this really cool thing where when he finishes his Path of Exile stream, he goes down and just picks out some random streamer who's playing the game who has like hardly any viewers, and he raids them. And so for a few minutes, I had Mathil1's audience in my stream. So nervous. It was the worst. Your team won. Oh, it's a team comp, Marcel? Wow, that sounds cool. 1.5 hours. Only 2 people got trophy. 83 is bad. Okay, yeah, thanks for the heads up. I might just go, like, unless somebody else has a good idea, I might just go chill at Norway for a little while after we get finished with buffaloes here. Yeah, Mathil. Thanks for guessing there. You were right, Freestyle. It was Mathil. Whoa. You won the gold 60? Wait, you got the gold 60? You're talking about from the comp? That's a heck of a comp if you got the gold 60 for winning. I remember when I got 2 in the chat and Panda came in with a big rate of 100 plus. Yeah, there you go. There you go. RF4 just doesn't have the like capacity to have the like thousands of viewers that someone like Mathel has. That's what threw me off. You know, I mean, it's one thing like, you know, to go from 30 viewers to 130 viewers when Trophy Hunter raids you. But it's another thing when, and plus, I don't know. The RF4 community is so nice. People that play this game tend to be just really decent human beings. You get thousands of PoE players in your chat, and maybe you've got like one mod around, and talking about a disaster. Oh, you got it yourself. Okay, I got you. He's streaming right now with 1.6K viewers. Okay, that's cool. I mean, but let's, you know, if PoE is really hot, like a new expansion's come out or whatever, he's got way more viewers than that sometimes. I don't remember how many, you know, none of them stayed, obviously. It was like the great departure as soon as the raid happened, but yeah, when the new league comes out, that's exactly right. Okay, so here's my, can't wait, that's cool. Here's my answer, Matt. If I was you, thank y'all so much for the follows, by the way, and then I'm gonna answer your question, Matt, at least my opinion. We've got, oh man, JTK, Freestyle, Alex, Watson, I want to be Dacid. I don't know. Thank y'all for the follows. Here's what I think. We were just talking about that, about this, Matt, right before you got here, I think. I would seriously consider saving for the Taiga LTD C40 2S. It's 43,000 silver. But because of the mech weight and just like the overall quality of the reel, I think it's the like least expensive reel that allows you to pretty much do anything you want at Norway. Now, people in chat might disagree with that. I've actually never used the reel. I'm completely basing this on how it looks on a spreadsheet. And then a lot of people do have that reel and it sounds like it's a good one. But that's what I might think about doing. Because you can already farm a lot of silver with the Regal, with the setup you have. Are there options like that you could go like a middle step before going to the biggest? Sure. But the way Norway works, like, I don't know, like what's the point in going medium at Norway? Maybe there's a point, but I'm not sure. All right, 7:45. I can't believe it. Where's our trophy? Let's spot one more time. And then we'll just give it like a couple more in-game hours and then we'll head out. All right, Trophy Hunter says, R4 is a game in Twitch has, at the moment on a Sunday night, 700 views. The game is not very popular and they do nothing to promote it, in my opinion, even if the game deserves a lot more. I do think the game deserves a lot more. One thing that's interesting right now, I don't know if y'all have noticed this, but on Steam, RF4 is getting absolutely review bombed. And if you look at the reviews, at least according to what they're saying, a lot of them seem to be from the Chinese market, maybe. And a lot of them are copying and pasting the same or similar message about, I don't know, something that they're not happy about. Anyway, it's weird. Like, I've never seen anything like that happen to RF4 before, where it just feels like it's this massive amount of people review bombing it. Matt says, at the moment, I have a 68.2 kilo setup. Yeah, that's good. I mean, I think you can farm a ton of silver with your current setup. So do you want to find like a middle ground and go for a 90 kilo setup, or do you want to just go for the big setup? To me, it makes the most sense to just save for the big setup, but I could be wrong on that. Rannick says, I think they were unhappy with the server downtime. Do you reckon something will change? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I do think, well, first of all, it's always a concern if you've got overwhelmingly negative recent reviews on Steam. That just is going to naturally like scare some people away. So, yeah, you want that to change, right? In the back of my head, like I've always thought that one potential for this game's popularity increasing, at least on this side of the pond, is if they ever introduce a map that's based on something like in the Americas somewhere, or even if it just like feels like it's more like something that, you know, would be in North America perhaps, that might get a lot more eyeballs on it, at least for a, you know, window of time, that there could be an opportunity there for popularity to increase. I mean, you've already got a really good representation of, I don't know, for lack of a better word, Eurofishing type styles. But it does seem like there's an opportunity for it to grow if that ever happened. I don't know that it will, but that's what I would think. Yo, bot, what's up? Yeah, that's what I mean, that's, if you read the Steam reviews, what bot is saying is what I was reading there. I just don't, you never know on the internet if something like legitimate is serious, like the accusation is serious, or if it's just like, you know, people being people, but I have no idea. Mm-hmm. That is correct, Matt. So like if I pull up Kilted Jock's spreadsheet here, usually that white background just about drives my camera berserk, but this time it seems like it's okay. This Taiga LTD C42S, it's this huge mech weight. So it's about the least expensive price where you can have the most, you know, biggest window range there with the mech weight. Now it still has 24 kilo rated drag, which that's fine. It's good. It's not great. It's good though. But the main reason why you're getting it is it's got a, you know, a pretty nice spool size, and it's got that huge mech weight. So that's what a lot of people seem to get if they don't want to save up for the really expensive stuff, but I don't know. Might be worth talking to somebody that has one, but sounds good, bot. The game is very hard and nice in the same time, Trophy Hunter says. But if I have to start from level 1, I'd quit in no time. The game is not balanced properly. I don't know. I think it's easier. I mean, this is just my opinion. I think it's easier now than it's ever been. Certainly if you go back a few years ago, to make silver and level up. There's more options. There's more ways you can progress, like with more variety now than you used to be able to. Because you can make so much silver at Norway, if you're willing to pay what is a very small amount of gold to make those trips to Norway, you get an infusion of silver that is just unlike anything that, you know, you normally would see till much later in the game. So I don't know. I think it's, I don't know. It's just different these days. There's also a lot more people playing. It used to probably be a little more like Razor focused as a very niche game. And the fishing mechanics are just so much better than anything else that's out there, at least to me. That sort of drove the game, you know. Well, now you've got, I think, a lot more people play it than used to from all over the world. And it's just like more complicated. The jig and pilker. Oh, is that a rod, Matt? Is that a particular rod? Or is that a reel? I assume that's a rod, right? Or is that not a rod? Rod? Okay. Marcel says, I'm level 29 and 88% bottom fishing. Oh, nice, Marcel. That's awesome. I'd have to look in the store. I don't remember what that is. Josh Gamer says, what spots are working for Bear Lake? That's a good question. Let's see the last time there was a post on Bear for VK. All right, we're going to head to Norway soon. Looks like we're not going to trophy buffalo. It's been a great bite rate. I'm sure we've done really decently on silver, but we just didn't hit the trophy. With this many buffalo coming out, though, no question that if you're patient, you can hit the trophy here. I think a lot of people are hitting it. Okay, let's see what VK is saying about bear. We've got... Well, this doesn't look like people... Let's see. All right, so this is 55.31, but frankly, it looks like they're going for small carp. So I don't know if that's the answer. How long ago was that? That was just yesterday. All right, here's yesterday. 55.63. They did catch some carp, but it doesn't look like it's on fire. 55.63. 4, 8, 12 carp in about an hour. It's a little slow. I don't know if that's worth going to bear for. And then back on February 26th, with this is, you know, this is over a week ago. There was a black carp spot down at 55.31. I might try 55.31. I just don't know that it's going to be that great. Start off with smaller boilies, see how good the bite rate is, and then work your way up if you want. But I'm not seeing anything that leads me to believe that that bear's on fire, although you just never know about some of the lower level to mid-level lakes and water bodies because they don't get tested as much. So you might go to 55.31, try out a couple things, and find something that works really well. Again, I would just start off with like probably 15 size boilies, just see what happens. It's a pilker rod? Okay. Josh says 55.63 has been decent. Oh, good. Okay. Well, you know more than I do, Josh. I haven't fished bear in quite a while. And it doesn't look like there's been enough information posted on VK. Now, we can check the RF4 Discord. I don't know if you have access to RF4 Discord, but this is also, this has gotten to be a better place, to me at least recently, for checking things. Let's see, spot sharing. We go to bear. We go to present, most recent post. Yesterday, 55.63, 22 clip. That actually looks pretty good. They had a trophy common. They didn't have PVA, so they're using spod. And they were using, like I said, 15 boilie and corn. That's what I would do. If you're not already, that's what I would do. Looks like they're doing pop-up 15 with some sort of corn. Black currant, I'm guessing. All black currant stuff from the look of it. That looks like that'd be pretty good, but you may already know about that spot. or that setup. All right, let me take a quick bio break. And then I do think, I don't know, I'm not seeing, I guess I'll look through VK one more time, maybe check a couple places real quick before making a final decision, but I think I'm leaning towards going to Norway, maybe going out to the 55 bank with the 300 pilker and just seeing what random fish we can run into. I'll be right back. All right. Let me just make sure. $83, $140. Let's see. $83, $145. Clip 35. Amino. And something. Ugh. Amino and ocean creel, huh? It's gonna be slow though, right? At 83. I just don't know. I think we just go to Norway. I think we go to Norway. We set up the that 55 spot. We'll try that. Let's do it. Any luck at Buffalo? Yeah, I mean, Buffalo has been great. I just haven't hit the trophy. But it would come eventually. I mean, this spot seems like it is really healthy still to me. You know, a lot of times when you're fishing buffalo, like, you only catch them morning and evening. But this spot, we've been seeing buffalo all day long. '83 was producing 5 trophies in 3 hours. I mean, that sounds great, but what about the bite rate? Like, I'm just thinking about streaming. You know what I mean? Like, I can go fish there later if I just to try to catch some carp trophies, but oh yeah, good point. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're like trying to slowly implement everything, or what does that tell us that the chat system is associated with what was breaking it in the first place, or I don't know how to read that. It's a good point though. Good point. All right, so let's look at how we did here. Just over an hour. Ton of buffaloes. Big head, second most frequent, and then the bycatch was wild carp and grass carp. Hardly any though. Nothing here that we're catching. Oh, Kessler's herring. Somebody was catching these. Let me just double check that there's nothing here at Tuba about Kessler's herring, because somebody just caught one of these in a trophy one of these in chat. And I love float fishing for stuff like this at Tuba. Tuba to me is some of the most fun float fishing. I guess Tuba and Tunguska. Oh, there's a nice eastern bream. Oh, they caught it in that same spot that we were just fishing. But they used smaller boilies, and they caught a random eastern bream trophy. That's funny. All the posts are about where we were just fishing right now. You have to go back a good bit to find other stuff. So, I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it. We'll move on. Really? He caught that on bait fish? That's so weird. Wow, that is some good silver. But it's just because the bite rate was so good. Buffaloes add up when it's that kind of bite rate, right? 443 silver. For non-Norway fishing, that's really good. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Okay. Let's go see what we can do at Norway. All right, I'm going to look at this one guy's post and see, like, I do want to use the 300 lure, I think. Oh, man. So they were doing 80 kilo. That's interesting. So they're doing, so the one post I was looking at, they're using like 16 squid. That kind of stuff. So like, what are we hoping to catch? And what rod do I want to use? I think in this situation, we use the Poseidon. Because now that we have the Ultra, we can use the Poseidon for stuff like this, because if we're going for really big fish, we'll use the Ultra. So we've got plenty of tests. We can be very flexible. I just don't know that we need to use our big reel, though. By the way, its mech is getting worn down a little bit. That's going to be an expensive repair, I bet. Maybe we go with like the Cardinal. Let me see what the Cardinal. This is the 22S. Mech weight is 130. See, we could still go up. What would we run? We would run. We could run 82 kilo very comfortably. Max drag's only 21, but this would give us, so if we did that, what size? 77. It just gives us a little bit more strength than the normal 60. It just depends on how aggressively we want to set it up. But I was thinking the 300. I think you just want to have like a good bite rate with the opportunity to catch some bigger stuff. 1602 small fillet, and then we're going the drop stuff. So let's see what the sea records look like. Belaya or winding? Man, I don't know if you've seen my YouTube series, but I've been doing a lot of fishing at all those starter water bodies on my leveling guide. So that's a hard question to answer, because it sort of depends on like what spots are active and what type of fishing you have the gear for. All right, so in this spot, we're hoping to catch like really nice spinies. So like, what is this called on Tiny Fish 402? Maybe we make one of them 402. The Tiny Fish 402. I think Tiny Fish can go up to 4/0 hook, right? All right, what else do we think we might catch? Maybe pollock? Yo, Jacob, thanks for the follow. Oh, all the records just reset, didn't they? 2308 tiny fish 4. Okay, so maybe the 403 as well, and then maybe this foam rubber fish 02. Let's see. So 403. I don't have. Oh yeah, I do. How can we do this a little different instead of? It's not quite as light. Maybe we do double. We could throw. I mean, it's just not deep enough. I think let's just throw like a blue on there, and then on this we're thinking about doing just straight red. I mean, that's kind of an interesting setup. Oh, it hasn't reset. That's later. Okay, good. Because I actually want to be able to depend on the info. Now, we could go a little stronger, but I think this will be enough. We'll see. We'll see. Opa! Oh, man, these cafe orders are just screaming 34 meter, right? We'll see how this goes. Maybe we come back to 34 afterwards. All right, we're gonna try starting out at 55. Hopefully it'll be a decent bite rate. That's the hope. Now this person was running the huge minnow 12010. I kind of want to know like what fish they caught on the huge minnow. We could start off with that instead of... All those cafe orders are just begging for you to go do a small setup at the 34 meter hole and just make a killing. Yo, what's up, Amar? I was just asking you about hill divers too. You're getting one fish each minute for buffalo? Yeah. Yeah, it's incredible. Bite rate is great there. That's how we made all that. I mean, we made what, 400 something silver on like mostly catching 4 kilo buffaloes and a couple big heads. Yeah, technically we don't have to use this rod for this, but I think we will for now. We could have put this like on the... Doesn't even need to be a boat rod. We could have put this on the... Let's see. Actually, we could have put it on the Mega Perk. I kind of wonder why didn't we? Do we think it's over 340 test what I'm running right now? Oh yeah, it is because of 300 fish hunters. So that's probably why we didn't. 420 might be enough on the Ocean Queen. We could have potentially done that. But I'm fine with just using this on the Poseidon. I think that's fine. That's funny, Amar. I actually haven't experienced that because I've really only played with Artrex and Nason a little bit, and Artrex has another friend that I've done some runs with. So I haven't gone out into the like Wild West and done any of that, but I've had fun with it. It doesn't like hold my attention in like a meaningful way, but it's a blast to just like play it for an hour or two and, you know, hang out with some guys and just kind of have fun. But what's the difference with a boat rod and a pilker rod? So the main thing is you can't use a pilker rod if you want to run some of the more advanced rig types. So some of the rig types you actually have to have a boat rod for. And unfortunately, the game does not do the best job at explaining that, in my opinion. I might be missing something, but I don't think it does. But the easiest way is to probably go to a pilker rod like this one and see what's locked. So all of these, classic marine bottom rig with rattling weight, paternoster, flying collar, and deadfish bottom rig, you can't do these on pilker rods. You have to have the boat rod. But these, you can do, these rigs you can do on the pilker. Hope you are doing well, Amar. It is good to see you again, even though I can't see you. We're going to see what the bite rate of these different drop parts of our rod are. I kind of want to try that tiny fish on there, but not the tiny fish, the huge minnow. There's nice safe. And that was on the hunter. Okay, that's cool. Caught it on the drop on the hunter. Like to see that. So you're saying has bottom fishing? Oh gosh. I don't know that if I knew that the angler is on PlayStation? Question mark? I mean, I guess that makes sense because Hunter's on PlayStation. I don't know. I've missed my injection a number of times and nurse keeps telling me off, but they should come to the house if they're that concerned. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that, Amar. We have 2 safe in a row. Second one came in on Foam Rubber Fish 02. Alright, they are fishing with corn on a bottom rod in a game that I did not know had bottom fishing. Can you fish with multiple rods? Alright, what did that mackerel come in on? Hunter 300, we'll take it. You're not saying that you don't get it, you just do it later than you should? Okay, gotcha. Oh no. It looks like they don't, you can only use one rod with bottom fishing? Is that true, Amar? Why would they do that? It's a baby whiting. You haven't tried it yet? Okay. There's a developer diary about it. Introducing bottom fishing. Your cloud save was deleted. Alright, we're catching small fish out here right now. Let's see. What was the whiting on? On the Hunter. Safe on Foam Rubber Fish 02. I'm thinking about taking the Foam Rubber Fish 02 off and putting the tiny, the huge minnow on. Yeah, I don't think you can... I don't know. I think if you're going to do bottom fishing, you've just about got to introduce the idea of fishing with more than one rod at a time. In my opinion. Oh, we're just destroying the safe right now. Not sure that's what we want to do, but that's what we're doing. All right, let's take off this real quick. Again, I think on the huge minnow, you can use the 4/0 hook. So we're going to do that. We're going to put the pink beads on there. So we'll still catch tons of safe because the Hunter's catching the safe too, but this might slow down the amount of like small fish we're catching a little bit because the foam rubber fish seem to be catching stuff so quickly. We actually want to let it get to the bottom and try to run into some non-safe. Yeah, if I ever like play that game again just for fun tomorrow, I actually would probably want to start over. Ivan says using 8.0 Gummy Max has been fun as well at the 75. Is that like catching redfish and stuff? I saw somebody caught a trophy redfish. I'm going to go in chat. But just to wrap that up, Amar, for me, if you only can fish with the one rod, that almost just, that's almost a deal breaker, unfortunately. Maybe not completely, but pretty close. But to be fair, like I never gave, I mean, I think I've heard from enough people that I trust that even with all the changes, the game is still not probably the fishing game for me, even as like a side game. But I know they've made a lot of changes, new maps, changes, and I've never really gone back and tried it. All right, let's see what that cusk was caught on. All right, there's one of the tiny fish. So this is what we're wanting. Not that I'm like super excited about a cusk, but we just wanted to see some variety. We were on the safe run between the hunter and our foam rubber fish. We were catching safe after safe. So now we've taken the foam rubber fish off. We'll see what happens. But the good thing about a game like Call of Wild the Angler, if you're just looking for more casual, like a weekend experience kind of thing, or just a more casual time, if they have made improvements, like that's to me that's where that game could like settle in a little bit. Okay. One thing I really like, even though we haven't caught the variety of fish we're looking for yet, the bite rate out here is terrific. Everything likes the Gummy Max. That sounds cool. Have you figured out like? Well, I guess if you're doing the 75, I mean that's only 20 meters deeper than this. I was thinking about how long it takes to get to the bottom, but it's really not that deep up there. You also could throw on a little bit heavier lure at the top just to, or at the bottom, I guess, to speed that process up a little bit. These baby whitings. I don't like it. Oh, okay, 750. That helps. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Small redfish. What in the world? Oh, man. This fish ran 15 meters from when it first hooked in straight up into the water. $7 kilo safe. Lots of safe. I think the cusk, I mean, we've got 2 tiny fish on this rig. And the one cusk is the only thing we've caught on a tiny fish. But the bite rate is so fast. It's pretty much all hunter. And at first it was the foam rubber fish red. Now it's the huge minnow pink. Or the hunter 300. It's a pollock. Do love to see the pollock mixed in. So that was on tiny fish. That's only this. Okay, so 2 pollocks have gone on the tiny fish. And the redfish was tiny fish. So you've got pollock, redfish, cusk. So maybe if we take off the huge minnow, put on another tiny fish, and then put a heavier hunter lure on, we'll cut out some of these smaller saithe and stuff. Like, I would love to just farm these pollock on tiny fish. Maybe it's because it's daytime. Is this the first time? It's been 17 minutes. I'm trying to figure out, is this the first time we've really fished at daytime? All of a sudden things are like popping off here. Holy cow. Let's see. This was on hunter. Every pollock has been on a tiny fish. Most of them the 02, I think. That one was 03. Interesting. All right, we don't want the small stuff. I think I'm going to try it. There's a mackerel. What was that on? Tiny fish 03. I'm going to try this. Let's go with... So we've got the 2 and the 3 on there. Oh, wait. Are they both the 04? I mean, the 4? Is that what we're supposed to be using? Let's try like salty fish, 140.08. What size is that? All right, let's look at something really quick. What size is the salty fish? The 140.08. Oh, I don't have that one. Let's call the sub real quick. But what size are these? 19 gram? What size is this tiny fish? 2 gram. The larger one's only a little bit more. $140.15 is a very good bite rate. Okay. Hold on. Let's see what the largest pollock was on the 02. So let's call the sub. And let's try the salty fish 08. And we'll keep the tiny fish 02. We'll take off the 03. 7 size for the spinies. Ah, thank you. That's what I was wondering. So that's what I messed up. I mean, I did sort of mess that up then. So this was the 2, right? I wonder if we'll still catch... We'll probably still catch pollock. Pollock like just about anything, right? Yo, me panda, thanks for the sub. Let's see what pollock are coming in on. Oh, huge minnow is on the pollock. Oh, it's gone now. It was just there. All right. Yeah, now I'm not so sure if I want to get... Now that I see... Yeah, let's try it. Salty 08.
Challenge.
Yo, me panda, thank you.
Challenge accepted.
Hey, hope everything's good.
Yo, it's good, thank you. I really appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. 140.08. Yeah, we'll get there eventually. Do we still want to catch... Do we still want to catch all the... Saith we're catching on the Hunter. Maybe we'll change that in a bit too. We'll see. 5 months for me panda. Thank you so much. You got a 3 kilo pollock on the V1 Fisk. Thank you. That's cool. Good info. Good info. I was trying to just kind of focus in on, focus in on trying to get some of the nice sharks, like the spiny dog sharks, but I'm just catching so many saith and then a few pollocks here. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll keep making adjustments. See what we can come up with. This is probably going to significantly slow the bite rate down if I had to guess, but we'll see. Maybe not. Caught it on the drop again. Cusk on the Hunter. I don't know. We might have to do something about the Hunter. Not sure, but we might. All right, there's pollock on the Hunter. Disbanded. I did disband. So we used to have 3 chat groups that had a bunch of people in them, and those are no more. I do have a chat group I'm in right now while I stream. Oh, that's awesome, Amar. Congrats. Are you in the Discord? My Discord has a lot of the same people that were in the chat, at least hopefully some of the more helpful ones. And you can always, you can still find chat rooms that are associated with my stream and therefore still have a lot of the same people in them. I don't remember who runs the fan chat. Oh, it's Victor. That's not me. But fan chat still has some players in it even after the recent purge because of the reset. And then I've got my stream chat open right now. But I would check out Discord if that's helpful. That's really awesome, Amar. Oops. Yo, tight lines to you as well. What is this? It's like pulling at the last second. Is it a cusk? I think it is. Right? Yeah. He's just like at the last second was like, I don't think I want to come in. There are some baby whitings out here. Alright, that was on the hunter. We still haven't done anything about it. I think after this I'll go ahead and change it. We'll go up to like 450 or something maybe. I don't know. Just slow down the bite rate on the smaller fish maybe. Ooh. Okay, so we've gotten a little heavier, a little bigger. Hopefully this will maybe change things a little bit. We'll see. I don't know. So we went from the 300 to the Hunter 450. Yo, what's up, Relicade? What have we done? It's never taken this long to get a bite before. I missed the Hunter 300 already. Hope you're doing well, Relicade.
You still streaming?
Relicade says, working towards my big setup up to 88K. 7K to go. Grats, that's awesome. That's been a long process, I bet. Where? You fished 35.41. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's just reliable silver. I mean, if you have an expensive goal like 88,000 silver, that's one way to get there. And Marcel's, that's without PVA, right? Didn't you say you're like at 80% or something? I was wondering if there was a difference with and without PVA, or like with and without SPOD, like all that kind of stuff. 266 silver an hour used to be like some of the best spots in the game. Now it's like, oh, maybe that's because you don't have PVA. You love bottom fishing, but it's always so slow. Again, it just depends on what you're comparing it to, I guess. Typically, the reputation in this game has been that bottom fishing is the best type of fishing. But I know that Norway has changed that a little bit. And to be fair, towards the end there, Archie trolling started to change that some too. Hoping I make my goal before I have to repair my Regal again. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, it sets you back a little bit, huh? You use SPOD, there you go. So there probably, it sounds like there is a little bit of a difference in PVA versus just using SPOD, because we had what, like 450 silver in just over an hour.
You see that Caitlin Clark?
Oh, nice, Royal. Grats on the trophy pollock. I don't understand why different people are taking free throws right now, but I mean, had to have been a double. If anybody needs safe bait, this is the way to do it. $75 on the troll. How's the bite rate, Royal? Normal troll bite rate? Patrick, what's up? Welcome. I heard people are trolling 75 a lot right now. The basking shark. Oh, spooled on amber while taking a shower. Oh no. I gotta look up the, see if I can find a post about somebody trolling, see what y'all are trolling with, and what kind of bite rate it looks like. That'd be fun to catch a couple big fish, but not if it's like one fish an hour or something. How's the sea? You know, this has been interesting. We kind of created our own little setup here, and we've been fishing at 55. I've just caught so many saithe. Thankfully, I've started to hit a few pollock as well. Yeah, it's been interesting. I mean, I'm sure it's good silver. Like, if you're catching fish out here, you're making silver, but I'm probably not making what I could be making by just fishing small stuff at 34. Did you see that pass? I mean, like, that's a good example. She could have taken a fairly difficult shot, like driving to the basket, and found her teammate wide open for 3. I would love to catch a whiting trophy. Yeah, for sure. There's some whiting here, but they've tended to be small. All right, let me see if I can find a trolling spot. Or a post about trolling. 34, 55. F5. This is an interesting post. So somebody is saying that basically F5, which is right here, and they look like they're actually right above this hole, like right in here somewhere, that they're catching a lot of pollock there. They're using big squid and fisks, lures. Still haven't found a post about trolling yet. Oh, really? 41 and 34 are saithe heavy. Okay, interesting. If you go for pollocks, you should give a try to Flora Spilt 235. Really? Okay. 1 hour, 12 fish. 50 kilos worth of cods. 2 fish, 50 kilos. Gotcha. It's probably a cusk or a saithe. Oh, it's the first haddock we've seen here. It was a nice size too, 6.6. All right, Royal. Is there a Discord post or anything showing what people are trolling with up there? Oh, here's somebody fishing on the 80 spot. That's nice. I'm just getting pretty far back. E7. Okay, so it's just squids. Are you using 1,000, Hunter 1,000 or something? Okay. I'm seeing some posts about 80 as well. I don't know if this is still active. This is back from like 2 days ago. The Pilker 800 with big squids, but it looks like they weren't trolling. It looks like they're just fishing. I don't know. But they caught a trophy basking shark, which, no. Trophy Greenland shark, actually. Wait, how did they get in a 706?
Challenge. Challenge accepted.
Yo, Vilius, 2 months of subs. Appreciate it. Welcome back. Thank you so much. Oh, that fish just popped right off, didn't it? All right, so you're saying 101,000, 23, 1, 8, 4, 80 meter. Are you trolling? Are you saying trolling, Catan? I guess you are. 55 meter clip. Probably boat chased it. Yeah, I mean, they're just, he doesn't say he was trolling. It says he was strong peeling, but it's gotta be, right? Oh, it was trolling. That's why he has an arrow down there. Never mind. So 80 meter trolling, huh? Hey! We finally found a spiny dogfish. It's one of the things we were hoping we were going to catch some out here. How do you use jig lures after you get the jigging ability? What do you mean it won't let you use them, Jacob? First of all, are you talking about fishing at Norway? Do you mean jigging as in marine fishing? Or are you talking about jigging as in spin fishing jigging? Oh, yeah. Royal's probably right. It sounds like you're not changing the jig type. I'll show you, Jacob. There's a little thing you have to click on the rod type. I'm sorry, on the rig type. A little settings indicator. All right, that might be a sign. Let's do one more cast while I'm showing this. All right, so I'm going to go to one of my spinning rods just so I can kind of show you the exact same thing you're doing. So right now it says lure rig right here. And if you click on change, you can change it to jigging rig, where you're going to need to attach a jig head. And then you can put any type of jigging lure that you want that fits on that size jig head. So if if I look at like the Quicker 3002, it fits on anything between a size 8 jig head and a 1/0 jig head. So that's the only thing that'll be like determining what size lure you can use. You go to the store and you buy it. It's available in the store. It's just like a hook type, basically. Tackle store. But you can't attach the jig head to the spinning setup or the spinning rig. You've got to change it to jigging, just jigging rig like I just did. All right, so for what it's worth, Catan is saying Hunter 1000, which we've got on. I'm going to go 8.0 hooks. And we want the 2301. Oh, 08. Wait a minute. There are yellow ones, right? Aren't there yellow ones? Aha. All right. So the 8 and then the 4. Gotcha. And what color is the 4? All right, and are we gonna perk this while we're trolling? Probably. This could get dicey. All right. Let's eat some carrots. Does it have to be less than the mass of the jig head? Any of the tackle stores should have jig heads of the first 4 places. Does it have to be less than the mass? The only thing you have to worry about the mass of the jig head is the test of the rod you're using. But the lure only cares about, in terms of being able to use it at least, only cares about the size of the hook of the jig head, not the mass of the jig head. Garcia. Two-run home run. All right, and we said 50 to 55 meter clip. Okay. All right, here we go. We'll try it here a little bit, then maybe we'll go up to 75. I don't know. We'll see. See if I can stand it. Sometimes it's just so slow that it it's hard to do it while I'm streaming. 30 and 34 bank on red foams. And the Jigmeister with small fish fillets. What are you catching? Small fish? Making lots of money probably. You need to roll your feet out. I did. Felt good. Oh, wow. That's nice, Cassavir. That's good. Lace and turbot. Wow, that's good. Good combo. Seems like the red foam fish is working really well today. There was just a little scuffle on the floor. It was kind of funny. Trying to maximize trip, hoping to get 65%. Oh, wow. Nice. On trip 6, right? It's amazing. Yo, what's up, Milsu? Hello to you as well. Oh, nice. What was your 125th star? Is that like different trophies you've caught? I always get confused about the star system. I think that's what it is. Ooh, wow. That's a good one. Very nice. Unique trophies? Yeah, that's what I thought. Kind of weird. Generic bad guy, thanks for the kind words and welcome to the stream. Glad the YouTube vids have been helpful. You're hunting for the Atlantic herring. Oh, nice. That would be a nice trophy. Hmm. Since we started trolling, we've had a mackerel and a herring. It's kind of weird, but I guess we are sort of fishing up in that like higher part of the water where some of the smaller fish hang out, but some of the big boys can be up there too. Still middle of the night. I was hoping we'd get one more fish before getting to the end of the Maybe we'll get one more fish here when the sun comes up fully. Well, you would think we get one more bite here. Yeah, I don't ever learn my lesson. I'm always like, oh, let's just go roll the dice and see how trolling goes. But it's too slow for streaming. No, you're right. I think you're right, Relicades. I mean, most of the time we've spent trolling was overnight, and it's probably not the way to go. But hopefully, now that it's daytime, we can at least see one more fish. This is the other problem. Like, this is my third fish, and all of them have been... Well, I've had one mackerel, one herring. My guess is this will be another mackerel. We'll see. Just these really small fish. I mean, yeah, if you're patient, you eventually hit the rare, I guess, but it's kind of brutal. Oh, that's like a tiny cod. Wow. Wowzers. Okay. That's going to do it for me for today. Let's see if we got any cafe orders. I should be able to be back tomorrow. I've got some downtime this week, so hopefully this will be a high content week, but it just depends on how things go. We easily got that safe order, so that's 4 over 3 for 120. We did not get the mackerel order, but it would not be hard to get. And we didn't get anything else. But man, these cafe orders are just begging you to go fish 34, 41, something like that. So that's 120 plus another 471. Honestly, we did a little better, but not much better than Buffalo. The Buffalo spot was really good for us today. So, I mean, we came away with like 900 silver on the day. It's not terrible, but it's not a great session in terms of silver, at least. All right, I'm going to take off, though. Like I said, should be back tomorrow. We'll see how it goes, though. Y'all have a good rest of your day. Tight lines, everybody. Thanks for the support. Thanks for being here. And I will see you very soon.